less people today. Martin is on holiday, vacation actually. I think that Paul might be coming in a couple of minutes. So I will just share the link. Awesome. Okay, Tomas, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. Well, yesterday I think I forgot what I did. I worked on quite a bit of issues. First of all, I added some I ported some helper functions from the consensus specs. Uh, just some minor ones I already knew we would need for the publish subscribe system. There are some like a small hex string inside that depends on the fork we are on, and these helper functions help to allow us to calculate that part. Uh, After that, I also added the beacon state persistence part, just a small agent. I wasn't sure how we would use it, so I kept it to a minimum. uh, at the moment of integration, we can then improve it. Also, fix the CI issues we were having. We weren't running the general config tests, and the minimal that we were running didn't have any BLS tests. The, Thankfully, there weren't any tests failing after fixing. But there was an open PR that had some problems that the CI didn't catch. That's how we found out. I also implemented a necessity container for get for the request and response of blocks by range that would allow us to ask for to ask a peer for a range of blocks. Um, well, that's all. Uh, Quite a bit of peers.
Okay, cool.
Today, yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
today I'm gonna work on the integration of what we have until now. The whole re get new logs from the gossip tab and save them to a database. I'm gonna integrate that with the Beacon API so that we can serve the roots of those blocks we got. And after that, I'm gonna do record a demo of what we have until now. And if there are some time left, I'm gonna add the range by that request. Add to the node the ability to request peers for missing blocks we don't have.
Okay, thanks. I think that I was losing a bit of what you were saying, maybe because of the connection. Not sure if it's mine or yours, but I think I understood for the most part. And to summarize, you're currently working on the integration between the Beacon API and storage on the one hand, and on
Yeah,
the other hand, you're working on getting a range of blocks from another node, right? And that's for the checkpoint sync,
yeah,
which is something that we will be having for
yeah.
the next milestone. Is that right?
The checkpoint sync gives us like a snapshot of the beacon state. With that, we also get the latest header of a block. With that, we know like the last slot that was finalized, and with that, we can request from that slot to X amount of blocks to our peers. with this request I'm working on. So yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I got it. Awesome work. I give my update next. I basically finished and merged the board's POC yesterday, so that's running and working. It's still, of course, not any way related to the P2P as of now. It only starts coroutines and sends messages from Elixir to Go and from Go to Elixir. It was just mostly a way to integrate with ports and test that everything was working all right, both with gen servers on the one hand and Go routines on the other side of the port. But now that's the basis on top of which we can start moving the P2P stuff. Not today, of course. Today is the last day for the first milestone. Our first milestone was block subscription. I think that we are 90% there. The only missing thing is what you are working is what you just said, right? Integrating the Beacon API with the storage, which is both basically integrating two things that are already working. And that's it. And afterwards, we can record a video so that we can show that we finished the first milestone on time, which is awesome. And just to comment on my side, I'm now working on reviewing the applications for the consensus bootcamp, which is something that we will have for early next week. Early next week, we will have a pre-selection of candidates, and then we will have probably have some interviews so that we can select a group of people and start working all together, which is very exciting. I'm really excited to start working with, like, we had like, I don't know, maybe 70 applications, which is awesome. Yeah, and I'm very eager to start working with some of the people that are there. So yeah, I don't think I have many more updates as of today. And as we don't have anyone else today, we can close the daily early today. If there are not any comments or questions, then I think that we can just call it a day. I mean, on the daily, not on the actual programming and stuff. Okay. Thank you all for joining, and see you all tomorrow.